This is Deacon Ed, and today I'd like to talk to you about a very important subject in the church. I'd like to talk about sacraments. The church has these things we call sacraments. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what they are, how they're broken up, and why they are important. First of all, the church has a very, very difficult definition of a sacrament. The church says that a sacrament is a sign instituted by Christ whose symbols affect what they symbolize. Now that's very, very hard to remember. So I'm just going to tell you this. A sacrament is a sign that God is working in our life in a very, very special way. And God gives us these gifts, these 7 gifts. So you know now there are 7 sacraments, and they're broken up into 3 groups. The first group is called the sacraments of initiation. And that includes baptism, Eucharist, and confirmation. The second group are the sacraments of healing. And that includes reconciliation, which you might know as confession, and anointing of the sick. And the third group is the sacraments of vocation. Vocation is a word that comes from the Latin. And in case you don't know what it means to be called. And a vocation is something to which we are called to live our lives. And there are 2 sacraments in that group. There's marriage and holy orders. Priests, deacons, and bishops are called to holy orders. So we have 7 sacraments, and they're all very, very important in the church. I said in the church's official definition that sacraments they use symbols, and the symbols affect what they signify. Later on, when we get into each of the sacraments, we'll talk more about that, but I just want to give you one example. Think about this. Think about water. Now, what is water good for? If a plant is very dry and you pour water on it, it comes back to life. If you're dirty and you need to be washed up, the water helps make you clean. So, in the sacrament of baptism, water is one of the very, very important symbols. So when we use water in the sacrament, we're not just pouring water for a make-believe thing. We're pouring water because we believe something really happens after the water is blessed. The water washes away that original sin. The water gives us new life to our spiritual soul by the gift of grace. So that's just one example. Now, hopefully you can remember that. And next time we get together, I'm going to take 1 or 2 of the sacraments and go through them and show you how we do them and what they actually mean. So for today, this is Deacon Ed, wishing you well.